Aloha kakahiyaka, aloha mai kako. How's it going, everybody? Too Long Farts, Trinkets, Bell Kevin, and Crifton. Welcome to the stream. Crystal Pool, long time no see. How are you? How have you been? I think I was on break for a long time when you were here last, which doesn't quite make sense, but you know what I'm saying. We were the Friday nights in the early 90s with pizza stop and video game rental. I had pizza for lunch, unfortunately. I'll count that as you being a psychic. Let's continue on with our playthrough here of Arcana. I enjoyed playing it yesterday, but we unfortunately were betrayed by Tifa, and now we've got to deal with Sala, and Sylph is dead, it looks like. So, I don't know what to do about that. There's like a healing thing here, so let's see. Sylph, 100 GP, that's not so bad. Okay. What else would you like? I don't know. I don't know, really. Let's buy a couple of these, I guess. A couple of these. One of each ought to be good. That's not a couple, but you know what I mean. What is this? Welcome. What would you like? Weapons, huh? Well, for easy magic, most wizards like to use this wand. I wish it told you the stats. I guess we could just really assume based on the price of the thing. Let's do a memory wand for Sala. And maybe we'll get a... No, that's not going to help anybody. Flying axe. Broadsword. I don't think I have a broadsword. Let's double check what I do have, though. Sword chucks? Did Tifa die? No, she betrayed us, though. It still stings. It doesn't feel good. Okay, so he's got a short sword equipped. Got it. Let's go ahead and equip that. And then the hard leather. Okay, and he's got ring mail and short sword equipped. Let's see again. Yeah, so we got to the end of the dungeon yesterday. And all of a sudden she's like, haha, the sword is mine. And she took it and joined up with Rook's childhood friend, quote unquote. And hoofed it and was gone. Real sad story. Okay, trading sounds good. I don't see any reason not to. Let's see. What else you got? I could afford ring mail. It looks like Sala can use it. Hard leather here. Sure, why not? What do you got for items? Herbs to make, return ring, restore honey, MP honey. Whoa! Your maximum MP is increased? Really? You could just buy these from here? That seems like a great reason to take advantage of this rather grindy game. Okay, that's all sorted. Let's see what else they got in this town. The dwarf guy. Rooks, I entrust the princess to you. Leave everything to me. Alright, Doraf. That's the exit. Well, that was the inn. We don't need to go back here. Well, I could save the game. Again, why not? Once again, focus on Rooks. Hey, no unsolicited tips, Ninja. How dare. You get a penalty for that. You get a penalty. I gotta figure out what your penalty is. Tipping somebody who's on their first playthrough for a game. Tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. People say that those who dare to go into the forest of doubt never come back. Well, I doubt that. Rooks has the ultimate sweet tooth. How's it going, Dabam? Always laugh at honey restoration items. Imagine chugging honey in battle. I imagine not chugging honey. Honey is so good. That's my one thing, like when I get sick, I'm like, oh, you know what? I get to chug some honey. Delicious. Thanks to the rumors business. Thanks to the rumors business has been good. A combo would have been great right there. Long ago, he went to the domain of the elf, who patrols the Forest of Doubt. Okay. Got that one. Elixir. What do you got here? His penalty is not being able to play an Endo for a month. I don't know that he's playing it right now. I don't know. What should we do to Ninja Temper? Does anybody have any ideas? We gotta do something. Penalty is being in this chat. And that's self-inflicted, though. That's on you. Like, let's, like, imagine crawling up stairs, like stone steps on your knees and flogging your back. And just being like, this is my penalty. I'm doing it of my own volition. My own free will. What was me? The shopkeeper is a bit lopsided. Is he? I didn't notice. Kind of neat that they have this little mini-map. It doesn't really serve much purpose. But it's cool that it's there. An outdoors dungeon, eh? Okay, so as with the previous dungeon, because I don't have all the time in the world, I am going to utilize a map here. Let's see. What is this game called again? Arcana. I'm juggling so many games right now. It's kind of difficult to keep track. This sounds like a Kirby track. Do you hear this? It totally sounds like a Kirby track. Okay, let's see. Forest of Doubt. Kind of got to get a little bit of a... Yikes. Oh, it turned me around and everything. Bee attacks. That was actually a lot of damage. You know, that's not very nice. Get it? It's just a bee. Cheating again? You could call it cheating. I'll call it using a map. Considering there's an in-game one, do what I want. Today is an excellent day for me to take online criticism because I'm in very much let it roll off my back mode. So bring your slings and arrows. As I said, vex me with your sore and grievous vexations, and it'll be as waves crashing against the seashore, noisy but ineffective. Oh my, that's a lot of people. It's not small amount of people. Yeah, take that. How do you like them apples? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. That's you know what? When you're a writer, you operate at a level of vocab above the general populace, and they hate you for it, really. But you got to do what you got to do. Largely lurking today, popping in to say hi. Thanks for the lurk while you work, Dragon. A blessed day of labor to you. Too tired to vex. See, Crifton's got it right. There's only so much energy in a day, and why waste it calling red edgy or anything like that for video game opinions that you may not like. You call it red, you call it cheating. Red calls it strategy. It's time-saving strategy. Yeah. Had a blowout. Oh, I didn't see this. Had a blowout near Klein High School yesterday. Oh my goodness. Are you all right? I hope nobody was injured or that there was any damage other than a blown out tire, of course. You weren't in an accident or anything for it? Waiting for glue to dry. You know what? Excellent choice watching a streamer while you're waiting for glue to dry, Trinkets. And congratulations on being first today. I did see that. Okay. I need to see which map this is, though. It's looking a little curious. Okay, I see. This is known as the Draven Pass, which is interesting because I didn't notice that in the game. He's going 10 miles an hour with school traffic. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's excellent. You know what? Why? Maybe you know Crifton, because I'm relatively new out here. Why are Houston drivers so bad at driving? Why can you park in a driveway and drive in a parkway? I mean, what is the deal? How come drivers are so bad down here in Houston? I thought they were bad in Los Angeles, and I came out here, I was like, can you not try and kill me when I'm just like, you know, taking my kids to school? It's nuts. It really is nuts. You know what else is nuts? Cashews. Cashews are nuts. Okay, we got some herbs. Uh-oh, Duo Beard. Speaking of letting it roll off my back today. How's it going, Duo Beard? Thanks for joining us for the day. Top Hat Skull, thanks for being here as well. Imp Black Belt. Hey, first time chatter. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you finally caught a stream. It's in the middle of the day, so, you know, I get it. I get it. What's up? Today we're playing Arcana. Just started it yesterday, and thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Cashews are droops. Ooh, see, earlier I was boasting about vocabulary, but I don't know if I know what droops is. Is it anything, or did you make that word up? Because, I don't know. There's droop, but without an O. Maybe it's like a regional spelling. It's a regional spelling. Let's see. I was here. Gotta keep my tab open. Mole, good to see ya. Good to see you. Caught you saying you did your annual Zam playthrough on Twitter. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Zam, we played it on Halloween. Yeah, and third year in a row, I think, for that. Really, really love that game. It's fantastic. Looking forward to next Halloween already. Hopefully do a better job of beating it next time. ATM, how's it going? We did hit credits on Brandish. Yeah, that last stream that you caught, we definitely hit credits. It took 6 hours to cover 8 floors, I think it was. I got stuck on some pretty beefy bosses. If you missed the final boss of Brandish, y'all need to check that out. You can watch, obviously, you can watch my old stream, or just look it up online on somebody's YouTube video. But there's a couple playthroughs on YouTube for Brandish. But the final boss of Brandish, it's like a laser room, like a jungle gym, but made out of lasers. And I had to slow the game down to beat it. It was ridiculous. Okay, let me see. Red, see, we're already getting the criticism. I only started. I'm just here to play video games, you guys. I don't know what everybody's got to say today. Happening to see people giving classic Super Nintendo RPGs some real love. Yes, yes, yeah. Check this out. Imp. Here's the list. If you've not seen this. So this is a series where I'm playing through every Super Nintendo RPG. And I want to say we've beaten just over a dozen on stream, maybe 13, 14, something like that. I think this might be our 15th one. And it's been good. It's been a good time. It's been fantastic, particularly playing, focusing on the RPGs that I've never beaten before. Some of them never played before, as in the case of Arcana here. I feel like I need better gear. I don't know. This is not going so well. Oh yeah, they got the lightning too. But yeah, Arcana's been good. Brandish I enjoyed and didn't enjoy. It had its ups and downs. That was a tough game. Tough game. Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals, probably my favorite game that I just played for the first time as part of this stream. Lufia 2 is fantastic. ATM, it was a good feeling to finally put Brandish to rest. It felt like a really long playthrough, even though the final count was 16 and a half hours or something like that at the end of the game, it told me. And I did not think it was that short. Like 16 hours really isn't that long. But it felt like a real wall of a game. Let me see. What else might I be missing here? Oh, it's a typo. Okay. Got it. I've been drooped. Let's see. I have to... Red saw your hardest, so I'm kind of sad I missed 7th Saga. Yeah, that was an early one that we did. That's a brutal game, and I think that's fairly objective too, because they really did dial up the difficulty on 7th Saga. It's the only RPG I can think of on this system where you can grind so far that enemies scale so far ahead that it becomes impossible to beat them. There's duels in 7th Saga where you have to fight a rival, but their levels scale ahead of yours, so if you try and grind too much, you can actually set yourself back to a state where you cannot beat them anymore. And huge yikes, I mean, on that. That's pretty crazy. When I finished 7th Saga, I had to do like 2 hours of grinding just to walk between towns. It was extreme. ATM's not feeling too spicy. Don't worry, there's other spicy people in here. Missed your playthrough of Ogre Battle? I did not do a playthrough of Ogre Battle. I've played it previously, but I've not played it on stream. I like Ogre Battle quite a bit. I think it's fantastic. It's a good tactical RPG that doesn't feel like it was made for PC first and then ported to Super Nintendo. So I think it's pretty good. Seven Saga is by far the only RPG I've played that you can outright lose early on because of RNG. Yes, yeah. And two, depending on who you pick for your character, you could have a much harder time. Like I picked Lux. I like robots. I think that was about the only decision. The only factor that went into that decision, and it wound up being a good choice because he can take some hits. Otherwise, you've got some very flimsy characters. Was that an MP honey? I think it was. Good item, because that permanently increases your stuff. Where is it? Oh, we've got a couple different things here. There it is. Maximum MP. Yeah, boy. Let's use that. Okay, I like those items. Let me see. For the Petrov segment, I don't recall that segment in particular. There are a lot of names in that game. I don't really remember all of them. Why is Rook so weak right now? I thought I got him a good, decent weapon. Maybe I just need to do a little bit more grinding here. Red is as a mage as criticism is to journalism? What? Mage, how many people do you think know the significance of Mega Man Volnut in relationship to... I don't know, but you can increase that exponentially just by tweeting about it. I think if I had to put a number on it, I would guess like maybe half a dozen. I think the most infamous thing about 7th Saga is soft lock beyond the point of no return. Yeah, I was warned about that. The chat kind of begged me if they could warn me about that, because it says no spoilers, no tutorials, no hand holding from chat, but I'm glad that they told me about a point of no return. I don't remember the specifics about it, but yeah, that's nasty. That sort of thing is very nasty. What do we got? Attack, impair, and unpetrify. Yeah, that's not doing it. Really not doing it. I gotta try Ogre Battle, then I like strategy games. Oh, I didn't equip it? I could have sworn that I did. Oh, I traded it. Got it. She's got the memory wand on, so that's cool. But yeah, nope, can't do that. The trade, I don't know why I expected it to put it in my hand when I took it out. Let's go ahead and... Oh, can't do it now. That's just for using them. Okay. Alright. As soon as we get out of here. The third rune. That's the one that's stolen, is it, D-Bomb? It's the one that's stolen and you gotta get back. Looks like you started with Illusion of Gaia. We did, yeah. Oh, you're finding that in the About page, right? We started with Illusion of Gaia because I was about halfway through that on a previous playthrough, and I didn't want to kind of lose all that momentum. So That was a good fun one. I enjoyed it quite a bit. The ending was really messy, which was surprising about it. But here we go. Equip that. And we've got the ring mail already. There we go. Okay. Gotta remember that this game does not auto-equip. It does not allow you to equip from the weapons shop or anything like that. Thanks for the lurk. Enjoy the taking care of the personal stuff, Black Belt. Thanks for stopping in. Is the image broken on your gaming journey on the Pixel site? Is it? I haven't looked at it for a while. Let me see. Let me check that link out. It could be. Trying to run one's own website is a lot of fun. That sounds like a lot of fun. Let me see if I can fix that real quick, because that's not helpful to anybody if I link to it and doesn't do anything. Whap whap wow. Let's see what else we got here. Mole would also really love to try Ogre Battle. Yeah. Yeah, if you liked Tactics Ogre, you'll like Ogre Battle. It is really good. It's really good. So the reason why I put it in my top 6 hardest games is there's a lot of secret systems in that are kind of hard to manage. It's a lot of micromanagement. It's difficult to understand without a guide, I think. The game does explain some things to you, but very complex, especially for maturing your army. And if you don't do it right, you're going to have a hard time in some later battles. I reset my playthrough a couple times because I screwed it the heck up. So, but yeah, I noticed that people were already squabbling about the inclusion of this game or that game. But, you know, squabbler's going to squabble. It's all good. Yeah, let me see if I can upload a new thing real quick here and fix that image. This is such a Kirby sounding track. Oh, it's great. Puts one in mind of the innocent days when folk didn't squabble about hardest SNES games. It just was. Holly is here. Let me see what else. That's one where you have to call through the spider mimic infested dungeon just to get to a castle with a rune. And one RNG. Oh, okay. For me, it was the dwarf on that one. Thanks. I'm sure I'll hate it. I wished you well. It can't go wrong now. The image could be messed up because no, I think it was messed up. Because a couple people had mentioned that to me. I forgot. So much possible pain to put into one word. Spotted that note. What do you mean you don't have a Japanese exclusive on your list of Super Nintendo Western releases of RPGs? What do you mean? If I had $1 for every time I got that comment. Okay, let me save this again and then try refreshing it. Maybe you'll see. Kirby is a wuss. Oh, I'm sad I read that comment. Yeah, I had to do that trick because RNG hit me with Lehes. Oh. Valsu was the one who stole the rune for me, and I got stuck on him for a while. Sarge, how's it going? Yeah, the Drats finish was like 6 hours long. It was a long... Check out the final boss, because what a doozy. Have you seen the final boss on Brandish? If you've not, go check it out. That's woof. That is beefy. Do you have the trust back yet to say things? It depends on what you're going to say, Duobeard. Depends on what you're going to say. I think when I beat the game, I rolled Wilma. I've seen it on the PSP version. I'll check the Super Nintendo one. Okay. I don't know how different they are. They might be different. They might not be different. They might just be there or not there at all. Why is this... It really does look like that image on the site just does not want to load. Maybe a cookies thing at this point. I don't know. Oh well. I'll have to figure it out another time. Okay. Onward and upward. Oh, and my map. Let's see where I'm at. Going down. There we go. It is very happy dungeon music. You know why? Because open to the sky. Sometimes dungeons you're like, oh, so sad. And then you realize, oh, this dungeon has some sky that you can see, some blue. That makes it feel a little better. Sauropod dodged? Well. Okay. All right. Just completely ineffectual. Dungeon music should be happy. Yeah, I guess. I like a good epic dungeon tune. You know which one really surprised me recently was I played through Final Fantasy II Pixel Remaster. I think it was 2. Pandemonium. That music was phenomenal. It was really good. Oh, this one they just cut some riffs in the ground. They were fine. Wizardry for Super Nintendo? Yeah, Wizardry 5, I think it is. Heart of the Maelstrom. Yeah, that's on the list for sure. That's an easy ad, right? All those. Oh, he laughs. That's always a good sign. That one will be your pleasure in particular. I'll make sure to play it off stream first. Just out of spite. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a shame that we didn't get to hear that originally. Let's see now. I think we're good to keep going. Sure, why not? I don't know how long this dungeon is, so might be a good idea to backtrack. Yeah, well, nah, I don't know. Oh, the old one-step encounter. That happened yesterday once. I haven't really had to use the look function for anything. It's kind of curious. Heal 2. There we go. Take that, Sala. Discount Tifa. I liked Tifa. Why did she have to go? Why did she have to betray me like that? I hear something. Turn and look. Oh, what is this? He's being attacked by monsters. I'll give you a hand. The man. No thanks. This is the last attack. The man attacks. Oh, the man is actually, he lives up to his name. Look at this. Oh, that was his back that I was facing. So, you dare to walk in such a place? There are many monsters here. No. This will be dangerous for women and children. I think you should turn back. No matter what happens, we have to press on. Keep your eyes open. Let's go on. Was he gonna... Are you gonna join my party or no? No? Okay. His loss. Oh, look at this. This is even more lush and beautiful. Ooh, with some peaceful music. Was not expecting all this luxury in this game. What is the deal with Tifa? Oh yeah, she took the sword. Was she? Oh, you are doing the Seinfeld thing. See, I started off reading it and then I was like, I don't know if he's doing it. I don't want to embarrass myself. And then I did it anyway. Let's see. Still like Vidicidia 2 mix. I don't think I've heard that one. Okay, let's see where I am now. 20. Here we go. Gonna get my bearings here. Yeah, this is the Forest of Doubt. Oh, look at these trees. Treebeard, some call me. And whose side are you on? Side. I am on nobody's side. Because nobody's on my side, little orc. Trunk Man is slaughtering. Trunk Man is beefy. Okay, so what does... Let's see. Let's try... oh, can I not use it? I guess not. It must be a... must be a thing for the other guy. Not an FMP, that's right. I forgot. Oof. Let's try Call Amulet and see what it does. Oh, it summoned like a golem. Wow, that is an impressive amount of damage. So I wasn't sure if that was going to summon like an assistant like Sylph, or if that was just going to do damage, and it turned out it did damage. Sylph has mastered Dodge All. And let's go back to town, see what else we can pick up that can maybe make our journey a little more comfortable, because those guys did hit pretty hard. If I can recall the way back, I should be able to. This first area was pretty small. Yeah. Diabolic. Wild Arms vibe? It's been a long time since I've tried Wild Arms. I'll have to take your word for it. Oh, if someday I ever get to the PS1 RPGs, I would love to do that. How long do you think it would take to stream PS1 RPGs at 10 hours a week? Like, how many years? That's like, that's like, what, 4 or 5 years? Oh, no, the red jellies. I remember you. Let's try water. Let's see what this does. Yeah, it just does a little hit. Graduated college? Oldest is 8 now, so we're talking about a good length of time. A good decade right there. Yeah, that seems pretty daunting. I did encounter recently a content creator on YouTube who is playing through every console RPG. I don't know how long he's been at it. Has got to be a long time. But that is scope right there, especially considering the rate at which they make console RPGs. Maybe he's just focusing on retro. I don't know. I feel like it would probably take the rest of my life to do all the RPGs pre-2000. That's still a ton of RPGs. Customer service phone line. Put them on. I'll talk to him for you. They start excluding stuff like Knights of the Round. Ah. A sore point with many people. Knights of the Round. You could. If you want to just be like, you know, pure genre RPGs only, so no RPG hybridization. That's especially going to affect post-2000 RPGs that liked to mix and match a lot of genres and play around with things like that. I've known people who exclude anything that is action-oriented, so turn-based only. But yeah, people can obviously create their own list, however they want to do it. Here we go. That wasn't so bad. Oh, see, like I said, it's a sticking point for a lot of people. It is. But yeah, Zelda's an action RPG. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, here we are. Back at the inn. Doraf, welcome. What can I do for you? That is a deep voice, milady. And let's see what they got at the place. One started. That's not even 10 years ago. That's what is that? Like 7 years back? I would be surprised if they even beat a quarter of all JRPGs, especially considering how long some of them can be. How about another call amulet? Yeah, I don't know. It has to have a physical release on a console. Got it. So no PC, no digital. That does rule out quite a bit to these days. There's that at least. Let's get another water card to replace the one we used. And let's get another call amulet. And let's consult our weapons expert. Okay, it's got the memory wand. Mace. I don't think we need this. Scale mail could use. What the heck is Rune Gauntlet? You could take this whip. He's been drawing the line near it has a meaningful leveling system. I think that's what you gotta do. Everything else is either shared. Well, everything else seems really shared with other genres. Like some people, I talked to a guy who was like, if it has a sword in it, it's an RPG. But like things like, exploration, economy, stuff like that, are really shared with other things. But yeah, I think once you get to leveling systems, progression, intrinsic progression, stats, stuff like that, that's the math and variables that really starts to be more mechanically RPG-ish. Legacy Wizard Mr. Zelda 2 alone. Zelda's made it. Yeah, I would put Zelda 2 alone of the Zeldas for that reason. Because of the progression reason. A lot of people don't like that, but a lot of people can go be wrong in their wrongness, and it doesn't have to affect my life. It's a beautiful way to live. It really is. Let's see. Can't use Rune Gauntlet. How did I not notice that they couldn't equip that? Oh, well. Let's see what else they got. Not much. I went back to town, and I'm seeing if there's anything else that I can pick up. I don't really see anything. It is a small shield. Let's see, and he can equip it. I should have looked at that first, but I didn't. Wait, so he's playing them in chronological order? Is that right? And also, I imagine he's doing Western releases, right? Like official English releases? In chronological order. Who is this that's doing it? English only. Got it. Yeah. Because otherwise, you're easily doubling your list. We're talking about the same person. That's great. Yeah, the person that I mentioned earlier is that person. I wasn't sure how to pronounce their name, so I didn't say it. That's funny. That is funny. Okay. Before I get too distracted here, let me see. Put on a small shield. No, just do the thing. There you go, Rooks. And let's go ahead and save it again. The guy. Why don't you come with me and do something? Mentioning Crazy is doing all of it, but chosen by viewers instead of order. Got it. I don't think I've heard of him. I already did this. It's hard to read the conversation and also play the game. Well, that's alright. It was only 50 G's. 50 G's. Yeah, the chronological thing, I think the difficulty with that is you'd really have to have a lot of planning ahead of time, right? Because, like, let's say you missed you just would have to play it out of order, huh? if you missed, say, like an NES RPG, like there was one that you hadn't heard of, didn't know existed, whatever, for whatever reason, and then and you were already on like the PS1 era, you just have to go back and do it like that, I guess. But PS2, that's a lot of JRPGs on PS2. Does the fast forward to jump forward to a future game every 5 or so? What does that mean? What do you mean? Does the fast forward to jump forward to a future game every 5 or so? I don't know what that means. I don't know. If you want to tell me, I'd be curious to know. All right, Draven Pass. Let's see what you got. Heading to the Forest of Doubt. And I doubt it's going to keep us out this time. You know what, Sala? You could be a little more useful. That would be fantastic. Makes a list of some games that are a ways off in chronological order. Just in the viewer vote. It does the winner early. Oh, okay. So there's some things that he'll kind of shift around. So it's not super strict. Then about the chronology. That's cool. It gives yourself some wiggle room. I was speaking with someone. This is the most daunting attempt that I've seen. Somebody I was speaking with said that they were going to play every game released on cartridge chronologically. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, every game released on cartridge chronologically? Discounting PC. I kept asking questions because, like, just to say that sounds insane. Discounting PC of any kind. Discounting handheld of any kind. So he discounted Switch and DS. Game Boy, obviously, all that stuff. Game Boy Advance. So it's pretty much all console released handheld games. And I don't think it was just in English. I think it was worldwide releases. I was like, what? Good. No, finish. And some games like Frogger, you know, he was like, I just got to get a high score. I was like, wow. I mean, like, he was like, I breezed through the Atari 2600. I was like, yeah, but did you really did you really finish every Atari 2600 game? Like, aren't there some that, like, you know, they were like, guys, like, I made 5 of them. How do you even find that stuff? I don't know. How exactly he handles major version differences? Yeah, like, hopefully he's not playing, like every version of a game that has multiple versions like that, because that would definitely save time. It'd be really dull too to play like Secret of Mana on Super Nintendo, then the Secret of Mana remake, then the Secret of Mana re-release in Collections of Mana. That would be pretty dull. So just doing one sounds like a good idea for one sanity. Sometimes you got to make little adjustments like that for the sake of not dying. Oh, really? Okay. So, like, when he was on the Super Nintendo generation, he could jump forward and play the Collections of Mana version if he wanted to. Say for, I don't know, whatever reason. Okay, let me see. Now we're here. Okay. This is such peaceful music. Love it. That sort of thing. Yeah, a lot of planning. I hope we've got a lot of spreadsheets going. That would definitely be That would be a lot. That would be a lot for me, I think, you know, to contextualize it by my experiences, since I'm doing all these other things. I think if that was the only thing I was doing, if that was like my main gig, I might be able to try it, but that's a lot. That is a lot. Okay, monsters are pretty nasty in here. Come on now. No, it's just lightning. Just strike them. That's all you gotta do. There we go. I have to plan for how often Square releases full remakes. Yeah, and given the length of time that you're covering in RPGs, I mean, they could announce one, you know, and that could screw a lot of things up. But like I said, if you were organized and that was the main thing that you were doing, you could do it. You could do it. Obviously, he's doing it really well. So that's really neat. Or does he stream on Twitch or he streams on YouTube? Okay, already need some stuff here. We got Flea. And archives on YouTube. Got it. Play the same 10 game. Why do you think remakes are so popular right now? That's a good question. I don't know. I've always said nostalgia is an industry of itself. Nostalgia is a marketing term. So, you know, folk of our generation, they've very fond of NES, Super NES, PS1, and 64. Those three eras, you know. Yeah, marketing and nostalgia. Try and capitalize on that. The thing that irks me is when they try and capitalize on something and then just change it into something else. I'm like, but I like that thing. Why would you get me excited for it and then change it? Oh, there was the water card that we used. That's funny. Star Ocean 2, I have not played that one. Let's see. We'll go all the way to the end here. Intelligence, honey. I'll take it. Honey, I barely know you. Let's do this. So what the heck? What kind of bees make intelligence, honey? Intelligence bees? 170 quicker remakes like, yeah, The Last of Us. Every generation, we're just going to get a remake of The Last of Us. Risk aversion is a great observation. Yeah. Like if they know it's got clout and they know it's going to sell based on that. There it is. Waiting the desire for something new with the desire to feel like you did when you were young. Yeah, brand recognition. There is good. Yeah, well, there's an important distinction, I think, between ports, remasters, remakes, and now we got to say requels. The music is tremendous. It's great. Yeah, I would say an enhanced port is generally a remaster rather than just a port. But the industry is very loose with those terms, you know. Like the Pixel remasters, I think, are generally remasters, not remakes. But what you gonna do? I think if they were in 3D, that would probably start to smack more remake. You have the original and aren't playing it right now, right? Mole, that's a good observation. Let's see. It's nice to see when established companies stretch out to try new things. Yeah. Game development is so expensive now, too, that risk aversion is a great observation. You know, why try something new when you can bank on something old? And it is unfortunate. You know, a lot of a lot of the past few years, some of my favorite games of the year have been remakes. I mean, look at all the excitement for Super Mario RPG, but Super Mario RPG was trying something new. It was having Square make an RPG for Nintendo with Nintendo IP. That was something new, and we loved it, and it was great. Now we're getting a remake, and people are excited because it was great. But when are they ever going to try something like that again? Who knows? Maybe never. Let's just dump it all on Rooks because somebody had to go and tell me what to do in this game. Not naming names, but his initials are Ninja Temper. Entertainment business is very risky. Always has being a focus, test things, and then something. Right. And then the more money is dropped on it, the bigger the risk, right? So as games get more and more expensive, get bigger and bigger, there's more and more risk involved. It's not like the old days when you could get like a couple people together and they could make Mega Man 2. You know, these days, a lot bigger teams, a lot more money spent, especially in the AAA sphere. It's crazy. Crazy. What does Attribute 6 do? Let's see. Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting an all damage attack to be called Attribute 6. Neat. Kasu Pop, how's it going? How unfortunate. What did I miss? What was unfortunate? Here's a chest. Strength honey. So there was just a bunch of honeys in there. I'll take it. Kasu Pop, how you doing today? Thanks for coming. Strength honey on Rooks. The state of games today. Yeah. There it is. And you that's why, you know, everybody will say you tend to see more risk and creativity in the indie sphere. Problem with that is indies themselves have become trendy to the point where sometimes it's like we need indies when like every indie is like, hey, it's a Zelda like. I was like, we've done this. You know, where's the risk? Where's the creativity? You know, it seemed like for a good length of time, and still, we were just getting a ton of I'll attack the middle. A ton of roguelites. And I was like, I think I've had enough of this genre. And then Hades came along and I was like, okay, I like this again. But yeah, that was a fave for a while in the indie scene. The dead horse scene on occasion. Hit that right there in the middle. Square's in putting out more games that are obviously cheap to make, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people are buying them. Yeah, stuff like, it's weird, right? Like AA Square or like single A Square. But smaller Square games can be really hit or miss. Like Octopath Traveler seemed like people really liked that team's games, but then at the same time, then they put out Forspoken and Balan Wonderworld, or like that Splatoon knockoff game, where it's like it's kind of hard to get excited about it. Forspoken was one where like it came out and people were like, "What? What?" Good distinction too between critical praise and commercial reception. A lot of people want to ignore commercial reception, but it is important. Oh, a null card. Okay, what else you got here? Let's use some stuff because we've got a lot of herbs. I just say it like that to irritate people. That's all. There we go. Oh, there's Stranger of Paradise. We gotta have a mention of that each stream. It's impossible to do it without. You can go anywhere without stumbling across a Metroidvania. Yeah. And look at Metroidvania. That subgenre came into being from experimentation, from taking risks. And that happened all the time. Now, I don't know. Old man yells at Cloud Strife. Oh, more water cards. Okay. One more step. I wish, again, that you could strafe on here. Oh, boss fight. That's excellent music. I gotta turn this up on my headset. I love this battle track. Let's see. Missed a couple of things here. Mole said it's spiritual successors. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Like Sea of Stars. I really liked Sea of Stars, but I also feel like I've played this game many times over the past couple of years. It just does what that is very well. But, you know, a lot of, you're right, there's a lot of spiritual successors. It'd be nice to see kind of more creativity, more risk, more inventiveness in that era. I mean, in that region. Let's see. Worry about Nintendo leaning too hard into Western style development. Would you unpack that thought a bit more? I'd be curious to know what you mean by that. Nintendo leaning too hard into Western style development. Let's see. It is a good drum beat. It's good. Soundtrack is fantastic. Yes. We saw that Hal Labson was talking about that yesterday. Smash. So good. This is a really stylish game. It's a shame that nobody played this. They use the Arcana instruments. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, almost nobody played this one. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Dodge all. Let's try that. Avoidance. What a weird way to phrase that stat. Their avoidance increased. Well, my avoidance increased. Why would you do this to me? Let's try attack impair. Beautiful. And what do you got? You got these things. She don't have anything. You got nothing. And we could just this a little bit. Oh, we've got cards too. What else we got? Unpetrify. Let's try try using a water card to see what it does. Oh, okay. Just nothing. Nothing. Smash, you've finished Arcana? That's pretty cool. Trying to follow along and beat this boss. So if I miss your comments, I beg your pardon. Technically more correct. one of those kinds of corrects. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, like we were talking about yesterday, Kirby's first appearance in this game. No, sir, I don't like it. Can I do it again? Does this stack? Find out. Sure, it looks like it. When I talk about Western style development, I worry about piecemeal DLC, unfinished games on release with the promise of future updates of Mario sports games, games going backwards in terms of features content. I would have even chosen Mario or Animal Crossing New Horizons in terms of dialing back features and content. So I've been told. I think that the Smash Battle Passes make sense, at least because the roster is so big, and it makes sense to expand it over time. But I'm not super happy about buying DLC in chunks like that. The one that worries me was the Mario Kart type stuff. I was like, these are just tracks, you know? Feature complete games like Mario Wonder. And it makes sense for that category of game too, right? No crunch, finish the game. Yes, love it. Like when I learned that they took a year to finish polishing Tears of the Kingdom. Say what you will about Tears of the Kingdom, but that is really cool that they would take that length of time to do it. Wow. Okay. Quite a lot of damage here. Let's go ahead and make sure we heal up. Blythe the waifu is always there to make my day better. See, the one person in this world that doesn't go out of their way to be vexing. My wife, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic lady. Thanks, Blythe. Need help, Red? Consult issue 37 of Nintendo Power. Still got mine. Let me for this game, for Arcana. Nintendo's B-tier games are the ones that suffer. Sports games that don't get the same level of attention at a time allotted as flagship Mario platformers. What's up, DMCPCRT? How's it going? This game is dope. It is quite dope. It is comparable to... it's this great little first-person dungeon crawler produced by HAL Labs. Fantastic stuff. Mario Kart 8 made more sense to me since it was a Wii U game. The biggest thing working against that game was that the Wii U sold horribly. Yeah, and that really should be why they should take everything off the Wii U and put it on the Switch. Because Wii U didn't sell for nobody. Oh, no! Killed Sylph. Well, crap. The hardest Super Nintendo JRPG, and it's Chrono Trigger. Now you're just sharing fighting words over here. All right. Yeah. We got level ups and crap. Holly's right about Mario Kart being such a big seller. Oh, I remember the Fire Emblem DLC. There were folk that were mad about that one. Okay. I say, oh, great. Are you? I'm Darwin. What? There is a very strong monster beyond this. I would have been okay on my own, but since I'm in such a hurry, I'm glad I have some help. So, are you going with me? Of course. Of course I'll go with you. All right, we got a new face in the crowd. Surprisingly affordable. Yes, because here's the thing, right? When people talk about... I'm going to go back to town. When people talk about retro games being expensive, what they really mean is like the Earthbounds and the ones that everybody thinks of. A lot of PS1 RPGs and stuff like that. But the thing is, when nobody talks about it and it's not super duper rare, it's probably going to be a decent price. Like Arcana, what's the demand on Arcana? Almost zero. It's almost nothing. Hey, no spoilers, Ninja. Don't be a putz. A funny way of saying 7th Saga. Hey, there it is. But yeah, you can pick this thing up for like $40, something like that. It's good. It's definitely worth doing. Let's see. Can I go back to town in an instant? There's that. I should just do that, honestly. Yeah, because then we can get my guy back. You know what, though? We're in decent enough health to where I'm going to walk back. It's just Sylph, though. I think I could do this without Sylph. Oh, no, but look at the next area. This is, it's actually not a small space at all. So... yeah, we'll just walk back to town. Right, yeah, Quest Guy single-handedly controls all critical evaluation at this point. All he's got to do is make a meme, and people on Reddit will start buying shares in a company. PJ said that in the early 2000s, you just could buy a new copy of it for 10. PJ? PJ, yes, we'll make it PJ. What is the price on 7th Saga right now? Let's see. Let's check price charting, which isn't perfect, but it's somewhere to start. Yeah, it looks like a lot of recent sales around the $30, $35, $25 range, which that's about what I think I got mine for $30 at a local shop. And, yeah, totally worth $30, I would say. I wouldn't pay over $40 for 7th Saga, unless you really wanted it. But you should be able to find that loose for pretty cheap. Anything in the $30 range, I think, is pretty good for a Super Nintendo game. But yeah, some of those. Oh, trees in my forest. Maybe we will just use a return ring. I don't know. 65 million years to beat. Nice. Nice. Oh, here's Ninja Temper, the emu evangelist, knocking on our door. Just don't open it. They'll go away eventually. They might hang some of their offense, impair, sleep, attribute 2. They might hang some of their paraphernalia from your door handle, but he'll go away eventually. Quest Kagamego's all rich with GameStop stocks. Right, yeah, he's just a powerful god on Twitter. He can do whatever he wants. Can't see the forest for the trees. There it is. See, that was the gag that I was reaching for. Let's see if I missed anything here. Have It's Fantastic. A true must play. Which game was the must play? Was it Seventh Saga? You know what? We are gonna use this. I don't want to walk all the way back. Oh. Getting confused. Here we go. Oh, Chrono Trigger. Heck yes. Yeah, you don't gotta tell me twice. Uh-oh. I left the town after warping back there. That wasn't too bright. Let's go back and do it again. Thanks for not verging into story spoiler territory. You're a credit to black belts everywhere. You're credit to imps everywhere. She had a rough time with Arcana. I respect Hungry Goria for being very resolved to not take any crap from her chat. That is my spirit animal right there. She's very much like, what did she say? You only get one first playthrough, so don't let somebody take it away from you. And I was like, that's brilliant right there. That's great stuff. Okay, let's go over here and heal up. And let's see if Darwin, my boy, has got anything on him. He should, because he don't. But we can equip a rune gauntlet. That's something. And let's see what we can get for him. Oh, she would have banned you by now. I'd have watched and laughed, is what I would have done. Okay, longsword and let's see. Can I afford anything else for him? Not really. Oh, we could get a small shield. That's something in it. He didn't have any armor or anything like that. Don't leave soon. About to get kid from school. No tire blowouts. You can do it. Thanks for being here, Crifton. Drive safely. Let's get the long sword. Oh, you can't equip the small shield anyway. That sucks. Oh, well. Back to it. Okay. Make sure I get through this quick here. I'm glad we got the third human here. What's the deal with Sylph? Like, they don't really tell you much anything. There's just a little summon helper. I don't know if we can switch that out for somebody else. Just so I don't have to look at the word Sylph anymore. So what does he got? Right, attribute 2, sleep. Okay. Good to know. Yeah, that in the background, very Kirby-esque. I had no idea whether there was a Kirby-ish RPG here on Super Nintendo. Where am I? Take my eye off the map. Oh, wrong way. Darn it, gels. What a jelly dodge quickly. Can a jelly do any such thing? Dodging gels. Final Fantasy music. I can't wait to hear it. Should be good. Oh yeah. Quick, get that toast. It's yeah, I can't wait to get there. Let's see. You know, it's a little early to start talking about it. But I guess I need to start thinking about what the next RPG is that I'm going to play after this. Nuclear Take. Kirby Superstar is the best Super Nintendo RPG. Please explain. Please explain. The computer virus boss? Yeah. That was cute. I like that one. I like that one quite a bit. That's a great game. I'd only really beaten that one last year, actually, for the first time. Oh boy. Let's let Sylph do the lightning thing. Trinkets, take care of yourself, and you take car, everyone. Make sure you take the car if you gotta drive. If you don't gotta drive, don't take the car. But if you do gotta drive, take the car. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for being arithmetician of the day. Oh, he wasn't offering his car. He was just saying take car. Part of our friends group that pulls that joke all the time because Hero is the best Zelda game. Drops that and walks away laughing. That's funny. Yeah, sometimes you can tell when a crowd is really too invested in a topic, and you can just drop a bomb and walk away with your arms raised. Okay, there we go. All right, to the forest. Love the music. Oh, but you know what? The music did not change when we entered this forest this time. Maybe it's because we beat that boss? Huh. Curiouser and curiouser. Somebody asked me if I was going to draw the map as I play this game, and I enjoy drawing maps for games like these, or at least I did in my youth, but yeah, not on stream. And if I had a little more time to dedicate to games like these, because I can appreciate a good drawn map on a piece of clean grid paper. Fantastic stuff. Oh, no, the trees. Forest of Doubt is ominous. It's not a forest where you get lost or anything. You just go in there and you start doubting everything. Pretty soon you're like, oh, nobody likes me. And you're just stuck in there forever. But does Kirby Superstar have opera? Maybe. Has that mic attack, right? Don't even know if these are trees or not. That was a good one. That's pretty great. You know what? What about a sitcom about a streamer? It's a show about nothing, and you can include jokes like that. Like that would be a great joke to include on a sitcom. What is a tree? Is there some sort of treeness separate from branch and root and leaf and wood? I mean, what is a tree? Applause, freeze frame, credits roll. There's our return ring. So I guess you get one per dungeon so far. You know, it's a good deal. Well, yeah, we'll have Sylph use the lightnings. Haha! What's up, Belkevin? That's how I always read it when somebody capitalizes the second A. I think I need some coffee in my life today. I had some earlier, but it didn't catch. That was read correctly? Oh, good. Yeah, because I mean, if somebody's going to take the time to capitalize that second A, then it's not haha. You know, haha. It's haha. You got to make sure you read it right. Oh, it's still going. There's no such thing in the world as tree, only collections of atoms to which our minds assign the label tree. In which case, this rock is now a tree. I've assigned it. That rock has no business telling me otherwise. Wow, there's still a lot of dungeon to go after this, actually. This is a much beefier dungeon than the first one. It looks like, in general, we're going to be doing a dungeon a stream. There's about 6 of them in this game. Not a super long game by any stretch. Seems like. But just a good, well-paced one. Sentenced to the beef dungeon. Away with you. Clap him in irons. Or I guess if it's the beef dungeon, then they just put like ribs around your wrists or something. I don't know. The last couple dungeons are super long. We're in the vegan dungeon. That's funny. Yeah, well, we might do an epic stream right there at the end. That's happened a couple times. It happened with 7th Saga. Lufia 2, I think, had a long stream to finish up. Brandish, of course. We'll do what we do. Hopefully I can finish this by the end of next week. That's going to be my goal. And then we'll see what we start. I don't know. Suggestions as to what to start next. Again, here's the full list. Hopefully that no, you got an exclamation mark it. List. The list. There we go. Yeah, suggestions on what to do next. Anything but finishing up a Nindo, because I would rather die. I would rather not do a Nindo next. Wizardry? Which one? You gotta specify these things. No, I don't know. Yeah, Wizardry is a suggestion. Wizardry 5, Heart of the Maelstrom. T-Fear reveal time there's a J standing on your balcony. Oh, it was a bird. I thought it was meant a guy named Jay. It would have been awkward. Oh my goodness, all these turns. No, yes. No. No. There was just one, as far as the English, at least. A blue jay. Well, maybe it was a depressed guy named Jay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what kind of life you live, Shihali. Maybe there's just a depressed guy named Jay who stands on your balcony every once in a while. And your cat enjoys watching him for whatever reason. No judgment. There we are. Okay. Oh my goodness. This map is kind of beefy. A lot of corridors here. Corridors. It's like people who say horror. For horror? I like saying horror, actually, because horror sounds, it's hard, it's muddy to say horror. Horror. So you have to go horror. The horror. Get him. Clean his clock. do that, and there's 2 of those, so getting one out of the way early, that makes sense to do next. After that, I'd probably have to do a conventional RPG again. Brandish, Arcana, and Uncharted Waters in a row sounds like. Need to return to some kind of standard. Actually have the same sound font? Oh yeah, pretty sure it does. And curse me for sending it to you. Well, it's on the list, so I can't blame you for it. You know, I made the list. I appreciate you sending it to me. Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna need to be played sooner or later, so might as well do it next. Recommend a bird feeder near a window for most cats. Fairly expensive cat entertainment. Can't beat the naturalism. No, it definitely can't. Yeah, we get a lot of birds on our back fence, and our cat does some bird watching. Very relaxing. I like inviting nature kind of into your living areas like that, you know? It is very relaxing to be around. See if I can lean back here. Don't think it's very relaxing? No, the cat's on high alert. I mean relaxing for the human. Well, that is until you get some baby birds. I remember our first apartment that I had with my wife. We had a potted plant hanging at our balcony, and a bird came and made a nest, and we're like, oh, and it laid eggs, and we're like, oh, and then the babies hatched, and every morning I just heard. I was like, yes, it's time to get up already. Honey, feed the baby. And yeah. She actually got a video though. This is great. She actually got the video of the bird laying the eggs. And this was a small bird, and these were large eggs. So like there's like some pictures and video of a bird just going like that, soundlessly. Like no noise coming out of its gaping maw, but just like yeah, egg constipation was a serious matter for that poor bird. And I was like, wow, the suffering for new life. Crazy. Nature's hardcore. Oh, Thief Redemption? On my watch? Well done. How do these rewards work? So yeah, so like you can become different job classes on my stream, and some of them do different things. Thief is just gil toss, so you're just throwing, you know, a couple points away. But there's some in there. There's one that's a penalty. If you get auto-modded, you have to redeem it. There's some where you can change the look of the CRT. There's some where you can change the chat. You could add a word to auto-mod. You could get a unique role. Hey, thanks for the sub, Kasupop. I appreciate you. Let me say, all subscriptions on this channel go towards funding this project, which is playing the legit copies of the legit games on the legit system. We're doing pretty good. We got almost all of them, actually. Now you can dance. Let me join you in the dancing. I think I'm missing about 6 or so of the games on the list. Fortunately, a lot of people have been really generous. Ninja Temper, right here, our own Ninja, sent me the Uncharted Waters, which I appreciate. Thanks again. And somebody sent me EVO, which was a beefy one. I made a good trade for Spike McFang, so glad to have that in the bag. I think the next kind of like pricier one that I need to get a hold of still is Soul Blazer. And that was a little nuts. There you go. I can't, a lot of these I forget because like I'm not super up on all of the like techno mumbo jumbo of Twitch and stuff like that. I just come on here and point a camera at a TV. So this is a low tech type stuff. But some people know all about how to create some cool GIFs And gifs and gifs and biffs and cliffs. Yo, that one was long. You know what? I don't have an answer to that. So I didn't indicate if it's permanent or not. It's permanent if... It's basically a dealer's decision, right? So, like, my decision. It's permanent if it's a meaningful thing. Like, if somebody was like... Pick, like, an actual, like, cuss word for Automod to block for our family-friendly streams. Then, yeah, I'd make that permanent, because why not? If it's something like, Hugh, you can't say Super Nintendo anymore, then I'm like, a couple days, you know. So, it just depends on what your answers is. Yeah, thanks, Kasu Pop. A lot of people think that I'm using ZSNES. You know, like, I'll share some clips of this whole thing, and they're like, oh, I can't believe you're using ZSNES. What? And then they just go on and on and on about emulation and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, I'm not using ZSNES in 2023. Are you kidding me? It's just meant to look like it, which I'll take as a compliment because it just means they think it looks authentic. I can live with that. No, you can't abuse it then. And that's specifically why. You know, I made literally all of these things with chat's abuse in mind. You really can't blame me at this point, right? Probably would be a sense of the word nerd for an hour. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I only still use ZSNES? You do, Jiggly? I thought it was all, like, discontinued and crap. Uh-oh, here's the Mr. Evangelist again. And the Lord said from his mountain, be thy using yon holy mister. It is very meta. Thanks very much. Somebody appreciating my cleverness around here. Way to troll the people who don't know what they're looking at. A lot of people think that this is a CRT filter too. It's clearly not. It has way too much imperfections. You know, it's like the difference between like a computer drawing a perfect circle and a human drawing a circle. Like, you can tell when the human is drawing a circle. ZSense is still the best for some old hacks? Oh. How could you call Jiggly Saint an old hack like that? I can't believe it. I'm just kidding. The fast forward key is in the right spot. What was it? Tab? Oh, and the cursor, check this out. Glad you noticed. The cursor is movable. We can move the cursor if we want to. I don't know why we would want to, but we can move the cursor. Just put it there for now. Put it over my face. Oh, I poked myself in the eye. Oh, wrong eye. Let's see. I don't use these sensitive. There's some hacks that were specifically done around its inaccuracies. Is it actual camera? Yes. Let me show you my setup here. That's all of Darwin's powers have increased. Yeah, I'll show you. And I meant to do a write-up on this because a lot of folk have asked. Hang on one second. There we go. Okay, let me show you. Here's the setup. Get that out of the way. There's the TV over there. Okay, and pardon the mess. Look at that. Oh, and then this is just my iPhone. It's connected via USB-C right into the PC. So what's happening essentially is the video is coming out of the Super Nintendo and going into the TV. The camera is capturing that video and putting it into OBS. The sound is coming out of the Super Nintendo and directly into the PC itself. So there's really minimal delay. There's no delay between visuals and sound, or at least there shouldn't be. I can't pick up on any. And then splitting it so that the music goes to the PC and the visuals go to the camera first. And then on the camera, there's an app that you can use called OBS for iPhone or something like that. And it lets you adjust things like shutter rate and stuff like that, so that you can get a visual like this. My goal was to make it seem like I was inviting you over to my house, and we're just kind of sitting and hanging out and playing video games, you know? So thanks. I hope that you appreciate it, because it's it's a bit of work to set it all up, but I'm glad that I'm pretty happy with the result, you know. And much credit to Dan from Retro Logic, actually, for helping me figure it out. So hopefully that answers your question. If you have any more questions on how this works, just let me know. I am using the composite cables for the Super Nintendo, not the old RCA. How dare you use SNES on Windows 95? SNES 9X probably the most balanced in terms of stuff. Oh, handsome. How nice. Let's see. Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate it. Well, the retro emulator aesthetic, though, generally brought back some great memories. Yeah, like, I played a lot of ZSNES, and I really love the look of ZSNES. It's very iconic to me. It's so kind of to recreate that was a lot of fun. Let me take the time sometime to write it all out as far as what I'm doing, because I would love it if more people stream CRT stuff. A lot of people can, but it can be difficult when playing around with the different settings on your phone to try and get, you know, color accuracy and contrast accuracy and minimize banding and all that irritating stuff. And it's different for each system. So I was using a capture card when I first started, and it was really not working for me. Some days it would work really well. Other days it would just not work at all. So I eventually got really fed up with it, and I was like, I don't really want to use this anymore. Can't I just point a camera at a TV? And it turns out you can point a camera at a TV. It just takes a little bit of figuring out how to get the setup. There's one initial problem that I had is how do I get the camera to pick up the audio from the TV but not my audio from my voice, creating an echo, because you wouldn't want that. That sounds stupid. And it turns out that, yeah, you can just capture the video and get the audio separately. Let me see here. These are all just going to be dead ends with some money in it. I'll take the money. You know what, too? I would happily get a second computer monitor. In the new year, we're planning to move. So hopefully my next room, I'll have a little more space. I mean, I'm just grateful that I get to have a room where I can set all this up. And I can close the door and my kids don't necessarily come in here and throw everything around. But yeah, next room, I'd love it if I could have more desk space. My desk is I bought a child's desk just so I could put a keyboard and a monitor on it. I think that was 3. So this should be 4. Something like that. Oh my gosh. That was 2 one-step battles in a row. Not great. Not great. What were some other old school emulators with really iconic looks to their UI? ZSNES sticks out in my head. Oh my gosh, another one-step. That was 3 one-step monster fights in a row. Please don't do it to me again. Okay. Phew. Let's see. How do I rate Super Mario RPG? Baby's Free. It's a great beginner RPG, actually. Yeah. My son, who was, I think he was 7 at the time, beat Super Mario RPG by himself. I think that's wonderful that there are beginner RPGs for young gamers and gamers who are young at heart. But I like that game quite a bit. I think it's great. I wish they'd done more exactly like it, but they didn't. They went on to do Paper Mario, which is okay. I didn't like it as much as Super Mario RPG. I think Mario RPG is great for you know, a lot of its original characters. I like Gino quite a bit. I like that Bowser joins your party. I like Shimomura's soundtrack on that one. There's a lot to enjoy. Get rid of this guy here in the middle. There we are. There we are. Nesticle and Genesist. I think I vaguely remember that one. Nesticle is the one with the like an ogre or something with like a crown. Version of Xeno's paradoxes. Yeah, the one-step encounters are that's rough stuff. Callus. I don't know if I know that one. A fog card. Oh my goodness. That random encounter rate though. Yeah, I think that was the first time that they really made Bowser a great character. That was more than just, you know, the bad guy. You got to kind of see behind like his insecurities and kind of like his alpha male bravado. And really the fact that he's worried that people won't be afraid of him and stuff like that. Fantastic. You know, he's got to act tough in front of Mario and the princess, and he just really wants that. He wants to be feared like the tyrant he is. It's great stuff. It really is truly wonderful stuff. Expecting a 10 out of 10 game and got a 9 out of 10 game? Are you joking? The noise pointer was a pair of nuts on the... Oh, that makes sense. Oh, noise pointer was a severed hand. Yeah, they went into hardcore on that edgy stuff, didn't they? You know what I used a lot was PSXE, I think it was called. Anything but the 9 out of 10 game, right? We can't be having those 9s in our lives. 10 or bust. Okay, let's see. So skip that one, and it's this one. This would have been a bit where I would have gotten lost here, because there's a lot of this. You know what? Let's go ahead and use up some of these herbs again. No, not sleeping bag. That's a bit too much. You know what? The look of the inventory here kind of reminds me of... Oh, you can't restore? Can't restore Sylph, huh? Okay, makes sense, I guess. In some twisted card mentality. No, it's the honey. It's honey. Honey, boy. There you go, Rooks. Time we got. Oh, I gotta finish up this dungeon. Almost to the end of it. Okay, so, whoops. Oh my gosh, these battles. Attribute 3. Get out of here. Squares Bowser set the parameters for RPG Bowsers. Yeah, save state? No. Why are you so concerned with me using a map, but you want me to create a save state? Like, if you're concerned with cheating, don't encourage me to use save states of all things. That is absolutely cheating. But yeah, no, we're not going to worry about it. I've left the system on previously. We've got a return ring if I need to use it. But yeah, it should be fine. We got wiggle room. I like to end at 3 because that gives me about 20 minutes before I need to for sure leave the house. You know, give me a minute of relaxation. A businessman of legend. Fear is accounting. Are we talking about Bowser, King of Koopas? Or did I get something here? Yes. Or Doug Bowser. I'm not really sure. TBH. So many items in this area. Now, that's a game that I would really like to play. The 1,000-Year Door. They just added it to NSO, didn't they? Oh, it's a line he gets in 1,000-Year Door. See, and here I thought that you hadn't played many JRPGs. But look at you. Citing the 1,000-Year Door. Oh, whoops. Guess we got that one too. Okay, skip that one. Because that should be moving to the next area, and there should be 3 more generally right here. And one of the best RPGs, comedic timing, story writing, characters. Oh, and I know it's well loved. It really is. I believe they added it to NS. No. What did they announce? Like a re-release for it? It was something like that, wasn't it? It's not on NSO because that was a GameCube game, wasn't it? I've never played it. There it is. A Switch HD remaster. Couldn't recall if it was added to the service, but I was like, wait, I don't think that they added GameCube to the service either. And I honestly, I can't keep track of such things. But a Switch HD remake, I'll buy that for $1. Come on! Arcana! So many battles! Probably the biggest thing about this game that's a bit on the abrasive side is it got a really high random encounter rate. And so far, not that I can tell any way to sort of deal with that encounter rate and minimize it. Yes! So, Dragon, you're planning on picking up Mario RPG? Now, with Mario RPG, I've been so busy, I haven't been able to return to MageCast podcast at all recently, but I was cooking up an idea, and I was kind of like, nah, I don't think I will because I've been really busy, but it's something that I want to make time for, and that is having my son Cal on an episode of MageCast and talk about Super Mario RPG from the perspective of a beginner gamer. You know, it's often called a beginner RPG. So here talking with somebody who would be a beginner role-playing gamer, I think could be interesting. Obviously, it's not going to be the kind of conversation that MageCast is typically known for, having these really intense deep dives. But at the same time, it'd be fun to kind of preserve that, you know? He's not going to be young forever. You know, we've all kind of grown up from those days, and having him on a podcast saying a few things about what he thought about the game, things that he found difficult, his story where his save got corrupted and he had to basically restart the whole game over again, the determination, the satisfaction of victory, favorite characters, stuff like that. So I don't know. I think I should just go ahead and make an announcement for that. I think it would be fun, Dragon. And we'll invite some audience questions and things like that. It's not every day that the internet gets to ask questions of a young gamer, of a child gamer. The only real thing beyond time that would be my concern is just how vicious the internet can be towards children. It's not something that I like inviting into my home, and it's a big reason why I separate my children from what I do in terms of the content that I produce. You know, I'll mention them, but I don't exactly produce content featuring them very often. Sometimes I'll share a picture or something like that, you know. Yeah, it definitely can. The last time, too, that I did share about my son beating Super Mario RPG, it was great. There were a lot of people who were really happy for him. There were a lot of, you know, a handful of people who were extremely, extremely cool about it. You know, like one person was like, your son will resent you for forcing him to play these games. And I was like, wow. You know, it's like people will put their daddy issues on you. And I was like, I'm not your father. You don't have to talk to me like this. And that's an easy block. Move on. Forget it. You gotta forget about people like that. Otherwise it drives you nuts. He was, it was either before August or after August. If it was before, he was 7. If it was after, he was 8. I think he was 7 when he beat it. And he played through it twice. He was like at the volcano. when his save data got corrupted and he played through it twice. And I'm glad he got that experience of having save data corrupted. Oh, kids hate playing good games, yeah. And I was like, no dinner until you finish your Super Mario RPG. Now get back to your dungeon. Will grinning is totally indicative of forced enjoyment. Right, so yeah, I think I'll announce that later on today. Keep an eye out for it. I'll announce it on Twitter and in Discord. If you're not in our Discord yet, you should definitely jump in there. And MageCast podcast, I always reach out to the audience for any questions and comments that you may have. So definitely keep an eye out for that, and you'll see it later today. It is a rite of passage. It is, and it was rough. You know, I had to watch him go through the emotions of the corrupted save and all that means, and it was definitely a challenge. But he did it. He made it through it. And I'm proud of him. He went through it twice and beat it, you know. Did really well the second time too. So from my perspective, I kind of got to appreciate seeing how somebody learns the game, right? So like first time through, you don't know what to expect. And he's not able to rely on a bunch of experience from previous RPGs. So it was really a raw playthrough. There were a lot of times where he got stuck or he needed help. And I tried to help him as little as I can. Only thing I had to do for him was beat QLEX. So he's never beaten QLEX. He will eventually, but not that time around. Just couldn't do it. He kept trying, and wasn't able to do it this time. Maybe next time. Okay, let's heal up here because we've got a lot. Oh, no. I'm so confused by this UI here. Like, you'll click on it, and then it's like, well, do you want to move the heal? And I'm like, no, that's not what I want to do. Let's see, he's got heal one. Yeah. There we go. Darwin used this a couple times. There is something memorable about first RPG. And I think... Oh, shoot. I think that's a good first. It's a good starter RPG. He tried Mystic Quest, but didn't really click. I think, you know, the Mario characters really do a lot for it. QLEX is pretty tough. You gotta save all those rock candies for him. Yes, this excellent music. Oh, the Ifrite. Okay. Let's try a couple things here. Increase our avoidance. Right. Spoilers, sure. Yeah, if somebody was playing it in front of me, I wouldn't tell them about it. If we're talking generally about a game from 30 years ago, then yeah, I can tell about it. Let's see. Sleep offense impair. Let's try that. Yeah, Dragon Warrior. He wanted to try Dragon Warrior. I had mentioned it to him somehow, and can't recall. Then there's attack impair and offense impair. Let's try both. We'll just use some debuffs here. Ooh, ouch. It's a good first one, I think. Oh, is this going to be every turn? Because that sucks, if so. Yeah. What else he got? He's got attribute 2. Let's see. And you know what? I've got some water cards here. 3 water cards. Oh, yeah! I like it. That was a decent amount of damage. By the time if you just fold them in half and walk back. It's hard to fold cards when you are cards, right? How's it going single play? It is, it's difficult. Let's see. Yeah. That's not great either. Maybe we should just keep increasing avoidance. But I don't think that I can heal self. Oh, there we go. Mission accomplished. You've earned the fire spirit. Nice. The fire spirit. Are you telling me the spirits were attacking humans? That can't be. The whole world is going crazy. Are you leaving? I'm sorry to cut this short, but I've got to hurry. Be careful. I'll see you again if there's a chance. At least give me back my items that I gave you. You know, what a jerk. Oh no. Is there more? There's a little bit more. A tent, huh? Tempted to use tent. Oh, now they're blue. You know what? Let's try this and see what it does. Yeah, I like FF6 quite a bit too. I think somebody's at my door. Sounds like my wife stood up and got it. Oh, there's the scissors comment. I was trying to like scan the chat. I was like, how did we get on scissors? I agree. Very fast is an underrated attribute of RPGs. Come on, tree. Hue tree? Hue. Okay. That's 2 one-step encounters in a row. That's a little extreme, Arcana. Just a little extreme. Don't kill myself card. Don't do it. I can't heal it. Okay. This is it. We just need to get through this section here. It does start with A. It does indeed start with A. Okay, almost done. There's got to be an exit right around here. Something like that. At least according to this map. Ooh, he tried going for the jugular there on Sylph, but not today. Ah, you. There we are. Back to the vegan dungeon. It's true. It's true. I like... This is probably my favorite track in this game. So far. Oh, no. That's not true. Boss fight. The boss fight track is so good. It's pretty freaking fantastic is what it is. They definitely knew what they were doing on this one. Again, what a shame that nobody knows about this game. It's great. Now I get that first-person dungeon crawlers aren't for everybody. A hue tree. Oh, what do we have here? Excuse me. Who is it? I'm busy. Oh, Rooks. It's been a long time. Who's this? I'm known as Sala. The slain king had a daughter named... Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right. Princess, the last I heard your whereabouts was unknown. But I can see now that you're safe. But weren't there twins? My sister is Tifa, obviously. I've heard some bad things. I'm sorry. No, don't worry about it. I guess I'm getting rude in my old age. I'm sorry. You've apologized twice. You're not rude. Why don't you come in and sit and talk a while? Yo, I thought it was going to be a town or save point or something. Well, this evil empress. I thought you might know something. I don't really know the details, but if you want to defeat Rimsala, you need 4 different kinds of spirits and 3 kinds of treasures. Spirits and treasures. That's right. Oh, exposition time. The 4 kinds of spirits are wind, fire, earth, water, and heart. Oh no, that wasn't one of them. The 3 treasures are the spirit sword, the enchanted jewel, and the crystal sword. Oh, that was the sword that she took. These are the only things that can contain the evil empress. Just like the ancient legend. What does that sound? Yes, the legend of Fanis. It's a thing. It's what? Oh, must be a gardener going by. Yes, the legend of Fanis. If such a thing can be done again, we will need someone with the strengths and talents Fanel had. That's right, only a card master can do it. I guess you're right. But Sala, don't you have the enchanted jewel? Yes, I had it hidden away in a safe place. What do you mean a safe place? It's in the ice mine. You can't just go around like telling everybody. Even the wind can't reach it there. Let me see it. Let me see it. Where'd you go? When everything is arranged, how are you going to thwart the evil empress? We will. Whoa, Sala. Oh, great. Ariel, you... Rooks, I will take Sala with me. Wait, don't move. The princess is dying. I wonder, Rooks. Wait! Oh, this translation is difficult. Ariel. No, Ariel is already gone. Who are you? Ariel's first apprentice, Zeril. I've come to defeat you. Prepare to meet your doom. Right now? Earth, wind, and fire? Well done. Okay, let me catch up here. This might be the least HAL game HAL ever made. I don't know. First appearance of Kirby is pretty huge. This is Kirby's debut right here. Kill him, Red? Alright, let's see what we can do. This might be one of those battles that you gotta throw. Who knows? Who knows? Oh my. Do I have to throw this battle, or like is this seriously a thing? Let's freaking heal up, I guess. You have to win. Wee. All right. Well, we'll do what we can. Kirby is in this a month before Dreamland came out. He's actually in a cutscene in a battle right at the start of the game. He's in like a little thing. I just learned this recently. Somebody shared it with me off a website called Video Game Canon. Fascinating. Fascinating. Oh, hey, you know what? Call Amulet. I better do something. Okay, thank you. How much? He's in the beginning of the game. You know what? Freaking heck. That's what. Freaking heck. Just gonna use up all my silver flasks here. That's so much damage. How are you supposed to beat this? You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Well, this is going to be the first party wipe right here. I had no idea. That's what happens when you don't use a thing. Let's see. What does a fog card do? Pretty crazy, huh? That is a piece of lore that I was completely unaware of. I had no idea that Kirby's likeness debuted in an RPG that nobody talks about. Let's see. Allows you to escape from battle. What does null card do? I'm about to die here. Null card destroys an enemy? Probably not gonna work. Well, this might be too late to ask for tips at this point in time. Yep, heretics, that's how I feel. One hit left. This might be it. Let's see. Oh, no! Ah! I like the Grim Reaper right there. So that means today's entire stream, almost the entire stream, is wiped off the face of the planet. Unless it, like, autosaves, and it does not. So, I got through essentially just the first half of it. Oh, well, that's what they say. Alright, guys, that's it for today. I can't recover that. Let's see if anybody's on today, or I might just need to run. Aw, Criterion X is playing, Mario Odyssey. Definitely go say hi to that bloke. Yeah, that is very much something that you could expect would happen on a first playthrough. You know what I'm saying? All right. Well, maybe I'll recover later tonight and catch us back up to where we left off for tomorrow. That way we don't have to see me do the same thing over again tomorrow. All right, folks. Catch you later. Bye-bye.